Okay, so we're back here playing. We're back playing Utopia. I'm known as Kingdom. I'm known as Province Mariupol Defenders. This is big. I made this province. I made this file last month, or roughly during the last month or so, when Mariupol was being when the forces Russian invaders were invading the Mariupol, invading southern Ukraine. They have just been expelled. The front by Kiev has just been expelled, and then all the forces be concentrated to the Donbass area, the Donbass region of Donetsk and Luhansk. You'll be hearing those names a lot, so I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but I hope I am. And what happens is, Mariupol seems to be from the Crimean front, though. Invading north from Crimea and metastasizing to finally finish off that corridor between the Crimean holdings and the Donetsk holdings, Donbass holdings. Mariupol, the forces kind of shrunk into one giant steel factory. Avos Steel, and they just recently surrendered last week. So now the city is controlled, 100% controlled. Mariupol is at 100% controlled by Russia, and so the Russians can deploy their extra hardware elsewhere in the war, and they have. So my Mariupol Defenders is a reference to that kind of a heroic but failed stand. Hopefully, by the time these people realize what the hell I'm doing, they'll be able to. It'll be too late for them. It'll be too late for them to retaliate. See, I'm just supplying my forces, my troopers, with food and money. Forces support's okay. Training grounds okay. Towers okay. Watchtowers. Maybe you should be 10 more watchtowers there. So I want to make sure that my province has enough resources to operate with impunity. That's good. 39 land is coming in, so maybe give me 28 there. Just to even things out. It's all about training the soldiers, though. Training the death troopers. Thieves are okay for now. Always. In the afternoon, I train soldiers, but always in the day, I train at least 2 rounds of defenders. And as you can see, I'm just 2,000 service personnel short. 100 cadre of 100 are coming, and a battalion or whatever of 719 is on its way. We'll go to here to ensure that I can always use more income. Train more soldiers. We can take a quick peek to see how many spare soldiers have not been. We still have 779 waiting specialized training. These are the specialist units down here: Rangers, Archers, Outlaws, and Thieves. The corresponding you can hit pause to figure out what the corresponding attack values are, worth values are. So I'm going to try and wait till this gets to about 2,000, and then I'll cut the drafting, and let my population go back. What is my population cap? Okay, about 1,000 there, so it's good. And did I put myself on there? Yeah, I think I have. No, whatever. Minus somehow. Actually, I haven't gotten weight reduction. I'm Quark from Star Trek. I watched that episode where Rom went on strike the other night. So, but now I've got to really concentrate on my work. Wife is coming in. I got to get her housing. We're going to be doing social work. Well, she's going to be switching her career, so I suggest that she takes social work, the diploma at least. Get 2 years of that, and then she can transfer over to the university once her English gets better. Once her English improves, then she can go and roof. So we could probably end the grief files in here, so we can continue to build up the homestead, make sure that this is an ecosystem. We're not sure if the new owners of that house would chop down our trees, but that's on them. We'll take some leaf clippings to kind of clone the trees wherever we may go in the world. People very rarely stay in one place these days. Not with the mobility options available, such as cheap travel. Maybe I might decide to fuck off on a cruise ship one day. Fuck off on a cruise ship for a few years and then end up in a old folks home after. But know this, I'll always be here. I'll always be picking out playing this game here. If this game is going to be around still. I went for a wedding recently, and my brother. I was playing this, and my brother was like, "Wow, this game is still around. This game is still alive," because this game has been around since the dawn of the internet, of mainstream internet. This is back in AOL, when they used to charge us by the minute. They used to say the old plan was that we pay ever so often, prepay for a bunch of minutes, 190 minutes and stuff. And if we went over that, then we paid extra. But then they went to monthly, and they added all these different bells and whistles and different projects. Now internet is considered in rent, so it's considered included in rent because the service is inexpensive. In fact, we're on the 5th generation of internet now. Some countries don't. Some countries are struggling with even 3rd generation internet, or we're only on 5th. So we need to bridge the divide there. Bridge the internet divide as countries start to slowly build up their own infrastructure and wire the world up. In fact, the world's going to go cyber. IT jobs are going to be in demand. When I graduate, I plan to upgrade my skills to that of doing some upgrading skills to increase my my workability to access the new round of technology. This is back in the 90s when Microsoft used to have certificates and stuff to use their programming, or they used to have like self-directed education, or even TED Talks using a computer. Now elders can use a computer like that. That's how they ordered their. That's how many elders are even fucking around with the internet to do genealogical work, to be the lore keeper of their families, recording their grandkids' recitals, old photographs, really old stuff, and also doing a lot of genealogical work. Also recording their. You have old World War II, old war vets just connecting on the internet with their own websites, and you have to really look at their. Materials. Okay, so we hit Stairway to Heaven the other day. During here, when everyone was working on flushing, on removing inactives. So see lots of blades. I was down here. See, look, 8 bot, Stairway to Heaven. This is me. This is me, and then a bunch of times we got hit a couple times as well. So okay, this country is gonna be ghetto sized very soon. Let's go hit this player here. I think this player is still alive. Let's go Stairway to Heaven. Send in everything we've got. I don't bother with the calculations. And I do this to increase my slave population. There we go. Oh, Stairway to Heaven. He's probably Stairway to Heaven is probably in overburden mode. And then now we're gonna kill off all these other little players here, like Kushlands, perhaps, Kushlands, maybe. I was gonna attack Roman Catholic Church. I made multiple provinces about that, but then those multiple provinces I couldn't keep up. I didn't have the time to keep up with maintaining them, so I just decided to just retract myself back to Mariupol defenders. I think the last time this player showed any sign of life was with this by sending an expedition out to Pilia. Stairway to Heaven pillaged Mr. Mage 4-7. That's about it. Mr. Mage, and then Mr. Mage returned fire on Stairway to Heaven, and then that's about it. And then I hit Mr. Heaven twice here, and fired off some fireballs to this player here. So let's do the same again. So sure this player doesn't get back up here. So we can quickly finish him off and like Putin, transfer all your forces to a different. Oh, there we go, 44. There's nothing left for me to blow up. And that's the thing too. Like, I mean, the Russians just pounded Mariupol with old bombs, old supersonic jet bombers, the so-called what's it? The so-called hypersonic jet, the bottle whiskey, the flying whiskey bottle, or whatever the fuck it was called, the whiskey burner, the vodka burner, or whiskey burner. I think it's called vodka burner, and it was a TU-33. Sorry, no, TU-32. TU-32. I remember that, it rhymes. The original TU-32 has not been used. It's now a museum piece. So they upgraded this plane to TU-32M, and this is now the TU-32M3. So the TU-32M is an old Cold War era plane from the 90s or 70s and 90s, used heavily during Russia's many wars. The Chechen War, for example, the Chechen War, Syria War, Afghanistan, Iraq, kind of thing. So it's still very much used. But they started to use a TU-32M3. So, but the TU-32 is used a lot in this, and it might still be active. You know, I mean, I don't think anyone was shut down during. It would have said in the news the Russian planes were shut down, and lots of MiGs were shut down though, like futuristic MiGs. But yeah, this TU-32 actually got use on a bunch of starving civilians. But yeah, they just carpet bombed the city. The city's like what 99% destroyed. If you like, we can look at that. And now we have a monkeypox. 200 bodies were found in a basement. Burning the dead. Russia's trying to cover up the war crimes by burning the bodies and the mass graves. And in the siege alone, in the Battle of Mariupol alone, 21,000 dead. About 3/4 of the population annihilated. See, 45,000 4,500,000 versus 100,000. Yeah, 4,500,000. So that number. Or 450,000. So many multiple ways of saying that. So let's see here. Okay, hold on. Well, let's look at the battlefield. See the map of the siege of Mariupol. The city kind of this is all that's left of the defenders, but but like last week, like I said last week, they surrendered. Like 4 days ago, they surrendered. So all the people have been evacuated. All the city have been captured. See, my prisoner population has increased a little. Oh, I have more workers than I have than I need, so it's good. More workers than I need. I'll be I'm going to be well defended in my little fortress, my little steel plant, before the whole city attacks me. So this is our plan. We're going to see if we can eradicate, or not eradicate, but annihilate Stairway to Heaven. Oh, that's funny. There should be like at least 300 land. I just blew them up. See, 85 land. Basically, reduce the province to rubble, so they can't retaliate. I'm thinking of going to go attacking Kushlands after. They just saw him online, so I might as well attack him. Kushlands, and let's see what Kushlands' defenses are. Oh, okay, yeah. Attack Kushlands. So yeah, my brother was very surprised to see this game was still alive. Like, I mean, after all these years, since 1995, him and his friend kind of played the game, and then I started work in the middle of 2000. I went to McDonald's working one day, and then I saw this one of my workers using the company computer, i.e. emails, i.e. dealing with food orders and food deliveries, and he was playing this game, this one here, on his off time. And yeah, so I inquired, this game is still alive, and the game had roughly about 200,000 players, 500, not 200,000, that's too much, 50,000 players, and usually 20,000 players, roughly. And it kind of slowly shrank and reduced itself to just under 2,000 now. Last round was this was 1800 or 1900. A few years ago it was at 2,000 players. And when they did an interview of the Utopia game, because this was a very big game, it was at 2,500 players. Let's see Utopia. Freeze this out. I talked to the guys who bought Utopia. This is like 2017, so about roughly 5 years ago. And I was booted off this game. I was, let's see, 100,000 players. The still owners want to bring it back to this form. Yeah, right. This is all that's left of Utopia. Runes. Deanna Eckhart organized her life around the text-based browser game, nearly 2 decades old. I have been a part of Echart's life for 17 years. If her kingdom was at warship, blah, 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 total geek of the game. Arranged her job about being able to play Utopia, because she's one of those. She's from one of the keener kingdoms, that maybe one of the last remaining super players. Wow, 100,000 players. Games on iTunes, doesn't have an app. Game which first launched in 1999. Oh, I thought it was younger than that. Older than that. 1996 I remember playing this game. Or was it 95? No, it's just 96. My brother graduated in 2000-ish. So yeah, yeah, it should be 96. Yeah, this is back in the early days of internet. It's like Joe McMillan internet age era internet. Used to have MIDI files playing MIDI files like the Conan Barbarian MIDI file. It had fan art. It had the game used to have plazas and universities, plazas where instead of banks it had plazas where they generated money, marketplaces, and it also had universities and libraries were two different things. You used to have global warming too. Every so often you lose 6 acres of land, and that really pissed players off. And sometimes you even needed a boat if you were going to invade other islands. You were going to invade boats and stuff to hold your forces. So you have to build ships. You just build ships and they'll generate boats as if they were runes or something. And yeah, I did the same. I said the same old shit back then, 2016, 1995. So now we're down to about the last remaining 1,000 players. And they refuse to let a relic of internet pass fade away. See, by the time this they'll have the 3,000 active users. David C. and Jeff and David C. They bought Utopia from the other owners, Sean and Brian McDonald. Swivel. They used to bought, and before that they bought it from Swivel. So they pay this game here. Yeah. So this is one of the last remaining text-based games on the internet. Utopia. Here. Major changes and updates. So yeah, not much has changed actually. I mean, we have a different system of sciences. What we do now is build these things, universities, to train scientists, right? And then every time you train a scientists, they go to a different faculty: economy, military, and scientists. And these would in turn generate books. The more research you have, the more libraries you have. And also, if you're focusing the studies on military, and you're training the next generation of military books and next scientists, then they'll go there. And they also have experience points too. See, he's a new Miranda is a new graduate, so she must have just Yiv is a novice, and they named the game after the scientists after famous players in the game, or perhaps contributors, people who donate money to the game. I donate money to Sclone. Sclone is my game, but Sclone is dying off. I mean, you can't get more than 100 players, and in fact, Sclone is split off to 2 different games now. Sclone is either Sclone or Nebula. Same, almost similar rules to Sclone. It's a similar game. So, and there's a lot of other clones of this game. There's also a shitload of Mythia is still alive somewhere. I don't play Mythia anymore. It's just too much bugs in that system. Mythia is dying off. This is dying off because kids play graphic games these days. Graphical games. So let's just let this game die off and enjoy that we had a good thing. So, welcome to the kingdom of the virus, and I'm assuming this is a COVID kind of Wuhan virus, Wuhan flu, reference to Wuhan flu and stuff. So our objective now is to kind of remove Kushlands, Canada, Sweden, and any other player from the game to make sure that they can't have. I don't want new players, and that's the thing I do also over at this Genesis Alliance, like Allegiance Alliance. Every time I would defend them. I build up my defenses so I don't get retaliated from my teammates. And I'd spend the whole night because every 15 minutes that's a tick. Every 15 minutes is every hour, so ticks go by very quickly. So I'd quickly go in for a night, just keep on hitting the players and reducing them so they can't hit me back, and then they leave, right? And then I build a strong defense, and every time a new player comes online, then I'd whack-a-mole them and keep the population of the game down. So it's under 100 players now. It's under 100 players in the Genesis round. So I tried making a bunch of multis, but that didn't work out because it takes time to kind of it takes time and effort to build those provinces up. So I got to sign up for the Invictus games. That's a thing over at Whistler again. I'm going to enjoy eating the ice cream there. I miss the ice cream there, and I might even visit the old Whistler Olympic Village. About 12 years ago. That was a good life. I might visit that city again. This time I'm gonna definitely take the gondolas. It'll be during the summer too, so finally get to see a city in the summertime. And one of the old cinemas there. So I wonder if that old spa is there. The lady was so mean to me there. I mean, here I am, a paying customer, honestly not knowing what a Lululemon was, because I know it's yoga pants. I actually thought that Lululemon was actually one of those hippie smoothie stores. This is because I don't shop for clothes. I'm a dude, right? I'm not really fashionable. I just basically, for me, it's just Walmart T-shirts and Walmart jeans, and go to the Nike store, buy Nike secondhand Nike pants, kind of thing. So then this lady there, she gave me this cold shoulder look, and yeah, right, I'm paying you money, I'm paying your spa money to take care of me and take care of my back, and you give me this. I should have just said fuck you, give me my money back. Next time it happens to me, I will be saying fuck you, I want my money back. That's an honest question. I can reminisce like this. So maybe I am a dawning old man now, entering the age of who has lived a bunch of negative and positive life experiences. I remember I first, when the old man is like just fully dawdling and trying to relive that time and space, that moment before the moment is eradicated in a bunch of enzymes, dottage enzymes, or frayed, demyelinated memory nerves, and like this game will be a forgotten relic of the old internet. And about so as we see in this article, see, Matthew Patel is now in his 40s. This is like he was 22 when the game first launched. I was about a teenager, 17ish, 18. So yeah, it's like this guy's like 46 or 47, 48 maybe. I don't know. He was a I believe he was a computer programmer student at the U of Austin. Well, yeah, the BBS game. This was a BBS game. The old proto-internet, the alt websites, and then those gave way to. You can find a lot of old sex stories there too. Alt sex, a lot of slash fiction too. Lots of Star Trek slash fiction. written in this time to slash fiction. That kind of gave rise to the erotica kink. Writing about it. Right. There's lots of classic stories out there. Especially well, I won't say which particular kink it is, but it's a very controversial one. Let it be said. And BBS also had really primitive games, like for example the old Sega channel that you could hook up to your computer, or hook up to your TV, hook up to your cable, was a form of BBS. And the internet moved beyond academia, beyond the military, beyond the business world into reality, and then it became this. Mehu Batu was one of the original pioneers of this. Austin. Okay. Let's speak according to the game, about 10,000 active users. We tell our digital game to Jolt, and Jolt sold it to Swivel. Or maybe Jolt is Swivel, I can't remember how it went. I remember this game also was paired with Earth 2025 too. Yeah, he lost interest. He didn't know the game. He didn't even know the game was still active when I reached out to him. The author of this reached out to him. Yeah, they do have an app. They do have an app. Utopia. I don't play it anymore though. I don't. I prefer whenever I come home to the internet. I like to do it in the privacy of my own home. Besides, I always fall asleep whenever I try to watch a movie on my cell phone or something like that. I usually fall asleep. I don't know. Maybe it's an end of a long day of schooling and working, and I come home and take a nice relaxing shower, eat my food, take my evening shit, have my evening wine or whatever. I don't actually have money for that, but I should get more classy. Have my evening wine, exfoliate in the tub. Actually, I haven't taken a bath in a long time. I'm more of a shower guy. I should be taking a bath some more though. Maybe I'll read a few chapters of an old paperback book, like actual go analog. Finish my studies, finish my work, finish my activism, go on Reddit, make some posts, or even play Utopia. I do that. So Utopia's community at the time of this article was 3,000 players. So what was this archive? The Dragon Portal. Okay. So this archives the different games. Oh, this is the new Angel. This is the Angel. The Angel app was an app that you could use to help you calculate hits and stuff. They kind of put it over here now. They kind of put it in the kingdom. See, they kind of did that over here, and you can spy on other countries, other kingdoms for a limited time. If you do thief or you do any kind of spy crystal balls, then you can actually see an accurate reading of instead of an estimated reading of what you have this chart, the schedule here, and this is everybody in your kingdom. This is accurate, 100%. So, but if you want to spy on another kingdom, let's say this guy here, you go to armies and stuff. Sometimes they'll say no information, or they'll give you faulty information. They'll either give you information that's partially correct. And who's Rush Hour? Sometimes when you decapitate a player, that they have, if you kill a player, they're still in there somewhere. It's this is the top player. Freedom, King of Freedom. Kingdom of Never. So-so player. Midway. Upper midway, anyways, on the upper half. Maybe Kingdom of Dearly Departed? A death-related kingdom? That's the thing too, you sometimes can add title screens. Kingdom of Tummy Rebels. Feed me if you dare. This is this is maybe like a ghetto kingdom. Powerful ghetto kingdom though. Another. I heard you like themes, so I put themes in your themes so you can theme while you theme. Yo, dog, I heard you like this. Kingdom of White Tower Exchequer. I actually was a part of a kingdom once, like an actual genuine part of a kingdom, and once my power of kingdom was stepping back, I can step down if needed. Kingdom of Modern Warfare. No pictures of a TU bomb. Appearance at the zoo. Kingdoms of the recognized kingdoms of SNES. Oh, this is pretty good theme. I was once in the kingdom of I'm not sure if it's recorded, if it's a record still. Maybe there is somewhere in the archives, the ancient archives of my old videos. There was a Game of Thrones based kingdom, and now that I've read the book, now that I've actually seen the show, I haven't read the book. I know some of the characters, so I'm going to be reading the book very soon. Though I'm working on this book called I went to a used bookstore called Fair's Fair Books, and How to Punch a Bear. Warning: dangerous. Find a bear, make a fist, die. Not recommended before alive. Kingdom of Go Snoozy Boozy. All this talk of blood and sling has put me off my tea. Oh, Cheshire Cat! Oh, Kitty! I love Kitty. Kitty! Huh? I can't go. Game is currently ticking. Please wait a few moments. Okay, so we'll insert our tick here, and so yeah, 33,000 players down to 1,000. It went down for 2,000 for a few years, actually, and then the stages have plateaued at that. They'll lose players. Every new age, they'll gain players. Roughly, let's just say 2,000 players they'll regain. Or maybe they'll even go up to 2,100 players. And then I'll slowly eviscerate, but they've never gotten this low before. I mean, it would always rebound. Oh, powerful of the plague. Powerful kingdom of the 8th plague. Oh, I've seen this one. Ghetto Nightmare. I've seen this. This is a classic kingdom. All the ghetto players. So yeah, the king. What's this one? This one, Kingdom of Who Is It? Oh, it's another. Oh, it's another top player. No. Okay, I'm gonna go for some lunch, and I'm glad that the store that now sells Cheese Whiz. I'm gonna make myself a Cheese Whiz sandwich. I'm gonna go out in the middle of the night and just get some soup and sandwich. I haven't sobered yet. Oh, okay. So let's just go to 1-1 and see who's this 1-1's the admin the game, the David C and those David, what's his name? David Fucknuts, David Cantana or whatever. Yeah, Canada. So 33,000 players. In the early 2000s. Peaked. But players move, players die. I mean, some classic older players have died, In fact, I was thinking of playing another game. Thinking of shaking in our boots. Pew pew pew. This guy got shot 3 times. Okay, that's another. I think it's another. Yeah, it's a Ghetto Kingdom. As you see, it's low rank. Maybe this is a maybe player. This is like a medium power player. Walking dinosaurs. Kingdom of Chaos. Sometimes they're from movies I don't know what they're about, so I have to ask them what movie they're from. Kingdom of Classic Ray's Party. This is what happens when you steal something from me. It's like this. Kingdom of Fluffylicious. It's Undertaker from wrestling, who's now retired. There's 2 Undertakers actually. Kingdom of Pixar A-Team. Pixar A-Team. Is Pixar's owned by Disney then? Yeah, it's the Disney characters. Well, they're their own. Disney is sort of heavily related with Pixar. I think Pixar has its own. Welcome to the graveyard. Here lies random defectors. And the snow, Nick Black. I've seen this kingdom around. Kingdom of Victorious. So actually, we formed a kingdom called the Order of the White Lotus, and we had a bloody coup, and formed 2 different kingdoms from that. Actually, we were the kingdom. We all had a coup against this other kingdom, and this formed our own kingdom. This left it, and then that kingdom split. So that was the kingdom of Sprockets. This is another classic Utopian kingdom I recognize. Hit me, baby, one more time. Kingdom of 47G Big CQ Node, the noobs. I'm not sure what the reference to, but Kingdom of the Republic, Kingdom. This is just a node. Okay, Kingdom. If you don't name your kingdom anything, then they have a generic name. Kingdom of Back in Business. Another Ghetto Kingdom. Kingdom of Ways to Die. Looking for Kingdom of Rico's Roughnecks. Next week's Chair Manager. Oh, Karen. Top Kingdom again. Not the Top Kingdom, but top 10. Warbirds. Kingdom of Chaos. Oh, I've seen this one. This is Elmo. This is another Ghetto Kingdom. Too Big, 2 more. Kingdom of Kagemusha. What the hell is this? Let's just say Dragon King. What's Kagemusha? A political decoy. It's a double. It's a presidential bodyguard double. Barbarian Marauders. Short. Kingdom Warriors of the Veil War 411. Kingdom of Pirates. Oh, there's another classic kingdom. It was a Ghetto Kingdom, Kingdom of Wog Pirates. Kingdom of Sanitarium, and it's a nut job calling it their eyes. You know, for a good time. Kingdom of the Core. Okay, well, I got shit to do today, so I can't really stick around. So we got 15 days of 15 acres. I don't know where to put this really. Maybe promote guilds, I guess. Maybe put on education, please. Do I have enough space in my dungeons for how many people? How many quote unquote citizens? 360, 630, and I'm nearly maxed out. Hit that there one more time. Yeah, I'm nearly maxed out, so I need to start next round. I need to start constructing more prisoner pens. In the meantime, let's continue to create our ZL forces. We start training our attackers. Maybe put another round of archers, rangers. Then if I have enough time, I'll put a small order of thieves. Small order of thieves. Working at Trader Joe's. It's a nice job, you know. Trader Joe's. Why do I say Trader Joe's in Canada? The Trader Joe's is a small. It's not a supermarket, but it's a small store. Actually, I like them. It's designed to look very rustic on the inside. It's founded in 1967. Joe Columbia, Pasadena, Californian company. Is he dead? Yeah, he died. Oh, he died last year, actually. 2 years ago. Oh, he died in the early days of COVID. Oh my god. Maybe it was. Yeah, back to being economics and masters. BA, MBA, and went into business for himself. Toronto markets are trying to compete. 6 Toronto markets in Los Angeles area. Okay, so Trader Joe's. It's actually pretty good. He worked for Rexall. Rexall Canada and Rexall America are two different things, actually. That's the thing too. There's like a lot of Greyhound America, Greyhound Canada, and two separate entities, right? And it's great. They were also called Greyhound for some odd reason. They didn't know each other existed. And Rexall Drugs. Actually, there's a Rexall Drug shop here in Canada, and they call it. It's a totally different entities. That sort of developed around the same time, but as two separate, they didn't know each other, unrelated. So what are the odds, right? So Rexall in America asked Trader Columbia to form his own company to test their brands of convenience stores. Unfortunately, the project failed after he created a small little empire, a little niche, and then he kind of developed the niche into something bigger, his own thing. He bought it out the supermarket chain. And he sold it to a larger company and then retired. He was CEO until he retired. Wow, this guy's a really big guy. And he kind of made it as rustic, and that's the thing. That's the charm of Trader Joe. In fact, I'm gonna call myself Trader Joe as part of my team killing name. I have a list called Chow Hogan's, and Chow Hogan's, okay, the story behind Chow Hogan was, when you used to play that old game, StarCraft, and you click on the characters, click on the little units, right? So you clicked on an old Protoss probe, and he made a Chow Hogan sound. He made a Chow Hogan sound, like it's this weird robotic harmonic voice of the probe, and he'll say Chow. We translate it as Chow Wobi or Chow Hogan. So we call our team killing clan Chow Hogan. Um, we called ourselves Chow Hogan or Chow Wobi, and Chow Wobi. That's three of us. So we call ourselves the Chow Clan, and we would team kill. We would team kill. We would join each other and just play games, and don't click on share our allied victory. Chow Hogan would just totally kill them as soon as the game was ended. Eventually, the Chow Clan disbanded because other games out there, first-person shooters, these adventure games, Fourth Night, and all these other awesome games out there, or even the game of life. Going outside and questing out into the real world. The Daystar. So we're gonna hit this clear again just for laughs, and rebuild our provinces and begin our assault on maybe Canada, Sweden, or maybe Tiger Town, or Luki, or maybe back in the USSR. And oh jeez, I killed off Stairway to Heaven, and maybe we'll reduce this player to 200 players, and then they'll be reduced to using their own resources to attack the Stairway to Heaven, while I rebuild my resources and attack these players down here. Anyways, thank you for your time. You spent an hour with me. Normally I'll show much more condensed version, maybe roughly 20 minutes. But this is Mario Defenders, new series for the Utopia team killing game, and we're down to 1,800 players, 1,700 players. Wow, remember from 3,300 players, so slowly shrink down, and hopefully this will mean that 1,900 players play or 2,000 players play, a top number, but then over the age this will shrink down. So 1,798. So see if we can go down to 1,750, and then 1,600 players left. And people die out thinking they have lives. And people usually talk about the collapse of this game here. Politics, general talk, procurement board, strategy talk, Utopia, politics. Who cares about politics? The world's turning to shit anyways. Thinking about returning. Kingdom of Victory Suite. This game had so many players. This game had so many players that they had alliances too. Alliances. This is like kingdoms join an alliance of other kingdoms, and clans. These stuff. Clans, like smaller clans that join, larger organizations join the alliance. They had that many players, so it's good to see this game slowly dying out. And let this game die out. And let this game die out, and 1,700 players left. So thank you for watching our show. Thank you for watching our show, and thank you for being with us all these years. Have yourselves a good night.